Hey guys, it's Lindsay and welcome back to my channel and to another plan with me. So for this week, it is the week of November 12th through the 18th, and I'm using a Glam planner kit. This is the Chambray, I don't know how to say it, pumpkin kit. And I am slowly catching up on all of my spreads. We're getting there very slowly. My goal is to hopefully have all of these uploaded by the end of the year, like to have the rest of the end of the year, or like all of the ones that I still need to plan out to be uploaded and everything by the end of the year. We will see if it happens, but I'm slowly catching up. I know I'm not even into Christmas spreads yet, but those will be coming. I was actually filming this at like 2 a.m. one night because I was like, I need to get this video up. I need to film this. And every day that I'm home, there's someone else home. So I'm like, this is, oh my God, it's a lot. And I have a lot of stuff happening. I've been busy, but that's not even worth it. So going on to what we're doing, I went ahead and put down some Simply Gilded washi, and it was like this light pink that has gold bows. I have no idea what color, like what name it is. There's so many pinks from Simply Gilded that I can't remember the names, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm literally the worst with it. Also, I realized, so if you guys noticed, I am actually planning this out on the wrong week. I'm planning this out on the week of Thanksgiving, and I realize it after I put down my washi and 2 full boxes. I then look at it and I'm like, wait. So I do realize it and I do fix it. We're still planning it out on this week though, because I didn't realize it until I went to put down like a full box on that. Yep, right here. That's when I realized it. But yeah, I used some Simply Gilded washi, and now I am picking everything back up. Surprisingly enough, it all came up pretty easily. I did unfortunately waste those 2 strips of Simply Gilded washi because there was no way of me salvaging that. But the rest of it picked up pretty well, so we were good. So I'm switching that all back over, but yeah, and then I did use a couple of glitter overlays and stuff like that, so I'm just putting down all the full boxes and stuff. I don't really have too much to talk about for this one. Last plan with me was a lot. I also planned that plan with me like a long time ago. A lot more stuff has happened since then. Just, I don't know, it's hard because my last plan with me was talking about my mental health, and a lot of my mental health obviously revolves around a guy, but it's not just strictly that now. It's a lot more that's just escalated, and I'm not going to get into it too much. I am actually in an okay place right now, so I am not going to talk about it, but let's just say over in the next couple of weeks, you guys will see a lot of different emotions being put into my planner just because there's a lot of stuff that's been happening, especially with work and just in general. So yeah, I also got sick again, so that was a fun time. I got sick twice this year, which is very rare for me. I usually get sick at least once, no matter what, during the holiday season, like head cold sickness, but I got sick twice, and I was like, are you kidding me? I got sick again, so excuse me. I also still have a little bit of a cough, so doing this voiceover is going to be interesting. But yeah, when I got sick again, I was so upset. I was like, are you serious right now? I had to get sick again. I get sick at the worst parts, like points in my life. I feel like the first time I got sick was like just the worst time possible for me to get sick because everything was happening and just it all attacked me. And this time it wasn't as terrible, but I felt bad because I then got other people sick because I shared a drink with someone. So we went to Disneyland and we were trying some of their like Festival of Holidays drinks and stuff like that, which is drinks that like we had never tried before. So I let one of my friends and also my sister try it because like I got the drink, they got something different, so they wanted to try it. And I didn't know I was sick at that time, and I got sick the next day. So I'm pretty positive I got my best friend sick. I think Lauren's fine, who's my sister. I think she's fine. She never got sick, but I'm pretty positive I got my best friend sick. So I feel bad now, but you know, it's okay. Also, I think this video is going to be going up maybe on Christmas. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe Christmas, like the day after Christmas. We'll see. If it's going up on Christmas, Merry Christmas. I'm not 100% sure. I've been uploading a lot of unboxings and stuff like that because I wanted to get those up before I did anything because those were like kind of time sensitive a little bit. So we did that. I am going through and putting down overlays. So I have a couple overlays from Scroll Prints Co. I have one from Rose Colored Days. The one that I put on the double box is from Rose Colored Days. I cut it. That way I can just do the 2 corners. And then the quote one is from Glam Planner. I think that's all the overlays. But yeah, oh, my nose is stuck now. What was I saying? Oh yeah, this video. So I'm not entirely sure when I'm uploading this video. We will see. I need to get like a ton of videos up. I have so many Plan With Me's I need to film and upload. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm sorry that I'm behind on them. I'm slowly catching up, and I still want to still upload them for you guys, especially because I know if I ask, you guys are going to still want to see them. So I'm uploading it for those who do still want to see them. So I have the Thanksgiving spread already planned out. That one I just need to do the voiceover for, so that one should be coming soon also. And then I have the rest of the year that still needs to be planned out. So we're getting there very slowly. So moving on to my sidebar, I do my normal sidebar. I don't fill out my sidebar anymore because these are like kind of back planned, and I didn't write down whether I had a nose pen or whether I was cleaning up and stuff like that. So my habit trackers and my like actual like checklist itself, also because I wasn't uploading videos, all of that is not filled out because I didn't do anything. So that's kind of why my sidebar is blank, and I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to try to fill it in or anything like that. I do fill in the habit trackers, but I don't like write what days I actually was a part of that, like the nose pen and stuff. So I just left it, but I did fill out that part. And I used the 5mm Simply Gilded washi, and then I used an extra full box just to take up some space down at the bottom, and then that checklist. So yeah, that is my sidebar. Pretty simple. And then I went ahead and put down my work schedule, which I did remember my work schedule. I think the last one was the one I forgot my work schedule, because I'm a dummy, but you know, it's okay. We remember the work schedule this time. And I put down the weekend banner down at the bottom, and then moving on to Monday, right? Yeah, we're moving on to Monday. Okay, so the first thing that I did was I took a piece of washi and I slept in. So I took a Arctic Paper Studio Sleep In sticker. These are my favorite sleep in stickers just because they're foiled. I have other ones obviously, but those ones aren't foiled and they're not as fun. So I took that. Okay, so this was the day after I made the decision to cut people out of my life, and I was a wreck because I was a wreck that whole entire day that it happened, and then I was a wreck the next day. So I was supposed to have a dentist appointment at 10 o'clock this morning, or on this morning, and I didn't. I slept through my alarm, hence the sleep in sticker. I slept for the majority of the day because I was so exhausted from the night before. I was mentally and physically exhausted. So I slept through my alarm, so I used a munchkin to mark that. Also, my best way that I have found to put down stickers and to write everything in, because I have to turn my planner to write, is I'm going to put down like 3 or 4 stickers and then write it all in. That's just kind of my easiest way that I've found in order to make it so I'm not constantly flipping my planner back and forth. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. But then to mark my dentist appointment, which I did not go to, I used a little emoji with a tooth from the Coffee Monsters Co. Also, so usually my dentist will call me the day before and be like, hey, you have a dentist appointment. She never called me. Usually they call you, like, if it's a Monday, they'll call you on the Friday. She never called me. She called me the day of that I had the dentist appointment, and I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, so nothing woke me up. I had so many text messages and everything in the morning, but like nothing woke me up because of the Do Not Disturb. And it was weird because I didn't get the message. She left me a voicemail. I didn't get the voicemail message until like 3 weeks later. It was weird. I looked at it, I was like, my dentist left me a voice message, but I never got it. It was very strange. So yeah, anyway. And then underneath that, I put a lazy day kind of word script from Planneresque and a girl with some coffee and like pajamas from Fox and Cactus. And then moving down, I used a emoji to mark that I made a ColourPop order. I made a huge ColourPop order and I was so excited. I think I bought like 6 or 7 lipsticks. 3 of them were red because I was on the hunt for the perfect red and I found it and I was so happy. And then I used a Coffee Monsters Co. Emoji like with a blanket and a laptop, and the holiday movie marathon script, which is like the bucket list, like holiday bucket list from Scribble Prints Co. It's in gold foil. I use that to mark a holiday movie marathon, and that is in Jessica's handwriting. You gotta have Jessica's handwriting somehow in your planner. And then I put down a quarter box from the kits and a munchkin to mark that I was still super emotional, which I was emotional a lot. I'm still a little emotional every now and then, depends, but that's just because more stuff happened and a lot's happening. So, yeah, that's it for Monday. Moving on to Tuesday, work label's already down, so I filled out the work label, and then I used a munchkin to mark that I got 0 sleep. Yeah, not sleeping at all either. I have tried to take like melatonin. I've tried to take like stuff that makes me sleep, and I can fall asleep no problem. I just can't stay asleep, which is annoying. And I know for Christmas I'm getting a diffuser from my brother, so I'm really hoping that'll help because I need sleep. I'm exhausted. So I used like an insomnia munchkin. I'm also running low on those and I really need to buy some more. I then used a girl from Fox and Cactus to mark that I made a huge Etsy order, which I did. I bought I think 3 Christmas presents and a couple of like orders for like stickers and stuff like that are like shops that aren't on Shopify yet. They're only on Etsy. So I used a Fox and Cactus girl for that. And then I put down a quarter box. Oh, I put down a quarter box because I hated my writing. So I bought Danielle and David, who are 2 of my friends. Well, yeah, 2 of my friends. I bought their Christmas presents and I absolutely hated the way I wrote this originally. Like if you just look at it, it's very cramped. It doesn't look good. And I just really didn't like it. So I picked up the Glam Planner Lolly and Pop and I put down, like, it's also really crooked. That's my one thing that I need to fix, is that because I'm writing like at a weird angle, everything's crooked. So I need to figure that part out. But anyway, I put down a quarter box to cover that, and then I put the Glam Planner girl back down, and I still hated the writing, and I was like, I'm not wasting another quarter box on this, I'm leaving it. So my writing's not the best at that one section. I really hated the way I wrote it all in, but I couldn't really do much about it. So yeah, moving down, I took a car icon from the kit to market that I had to get some gas. I do mark getting gas. I feel like this is a random thing to mark in your planner, but I do mark getting gas because I do commute to work, so I like to see how many times I am getting gas and stuff like that throughout the month, because sometimes it's like 2 times a week, not very often. Usually it's like 1 time a week, but it's not always the same day, so yeah. My nose is stuffed up now. I'm sorry. I don't know why. Moving down, I put down a half box from the kit because I had a little bit of extra space. Ow, Bailey, why are you kicking me? Hi. I'm also in my parents' room right now because my brother is asleep in my sister's room, and my room and my sister's room, like, we share a wall, so if I'm talking, he can hear me. So I'm in here with the dogs, and Bailey's just like staring at me like, why the hell are you talking? I need to sleep. Huh. Yeah. Anyway, I put down a half box from the kit, and then a emoji, and I was using that to mark that it was a really hard day because it was a really hard day. All of it's just a hard. This whole section is just hard, so we're just gonna keep marking that because that's what I wrote down as like my plans for the day. But yeah, I like also looking back to see my emotions and see what happened. Even if it was hard, I still like looking back. I know that a lot of people try to keep their planner and stuff like that as positive as possible, but I like it to be real, to be like what actually happened. So there's that. And then I used a package, a little thing from the kit to mark that I had a package from Simply Gilded because I had a little bit of extra space there, and I was like, why not mark it? So there's Tuesday. Moving on to Wednesday. So Wednesday I started feeling sick. This was my first sickness. So I used a emoji to mark that, like a little emoji with some tissues. And then I used another emoji in a bed with like a little like kind of cloth on its head to mark that I slept all day because my body was just not having it. And when I'm sick, I literally sleep all day because I have 0 energy. So we did that. I then used a munchkin to mark that I played some video games. I have no idea what video games they were because this was over a month ago, but we played some video games apparently. And then I used a little ghost munchkin to mark that I had to plan out my Halloween spread. That was a spread that I never filmed, and it was, like 2 weeks after? And I also, like, just didn't really write anything down for that week. I did plan it out, which you guys will see in a flip through eventually, but it took me forever to plan it out. And I didn't want to film that one, so I just planned it out on this day, and I used that little ghost to mark it because I figured it matched the kit and it was cute. So, moving on, we used a Glam Planner Lolly and Pop with like stickers to mark that I needed to organize my stickers, which happens a lot, especially with planning and stuff like that, and with these Plan With Me's. I tend to, so what I actually do is I pull out all my stickers that I use, and I like take a sticker off of the sheet and just stick it onto like a backing of a sticker sheet. But whenever I have hauls and stuff like that, it gets messy and I have to reorganize everything. So we organized some stickers, and then I used a munchkin to mark a movie marathon, and a fox and cactus girl in the bathtub to mark a pamper night. I actually don't ever take baths because our bath is broken, but I do like using the bath stickers to mark a pamper night for like face masks and stuff like that, because I don't want to use all of my face masks character stickers all at once, so I like to use bath ones every now and then. I then spelled ColourPop wrong, so down at the bottom I put a piece of washi and kind of used that as a label, and I used a foiled package icon from Scribble Prints Co., and then I rewrote ColourPop on top of the washi because I spelled it wrong the first time. I even was like looking at it, I was like, is there any way I can fix this without having to put anything down? And there wasn't, unfortunately. I had to rewrite it all, and yeah, and I like to mark the bigger packages. Like, I get a lot of packages from, like, stickers and Etsy and stuff like that, but, like, when it's like a present for someone or a bigger package, or I just have room for it, then I'll mark it, but I don't mark packages as much as I used to. But I was excited for this ColourPop one because, like I said, it had 3 lipsticks in it, and I was so excited to test them all. So, yeah, there's that. That is it for Wednesday. Are we flipping over to Thursday? I don't know. Filming Lindsay, what are you doing? I don't know. I had people texting me at like 3 a.m. at this point also, and other things were happening. We're not moving. Why are we not moving? Hold up. Okay, so I just cut out like, I don't know how much worth of footage, but moving on to Thursday. So I already have the work label down, and then I took a piece of washi and a Yates Payday sticker from Magic Prints Co. to mark my payday. And then I used a like medicine sticker from Once More with Love. It's from like the sick day sheet to mark that I had to buy some cold medicine. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I should have had cold medicine, but I didn't for some reason. I had cough drops, but I didn't have cold medicine. So I had to do that. I then used a Fox and Cactus pastel haired girl. These are my favorite girls, and she also matched this kit like perfectly, to mark a grocery run. And then moving down, I used a Kina Prince. I think that's where that's from. I'm the worst. I'm sorry. I don't fully remember. But I used the like pink-haired girl to mark that I was testing out new lipsticks, which was all of the ColourPop lipsticks, and I am obsessed with them. There was one that I tried on at work, and it was one of the red ones. And like everyone was like looking at me, and they're like, "That is perfect for you. It's like the perfect color." And then one of my friends, she is a little bit darker skin tone than me, darker toned. She has a darker skin tone than me, just a little bit, and she tried it on, and it was like vibrant on her, and I was like, how is that so dark on me, but it's so vibrant on you? It's because I'm obviously a lot more lighter skinned, and yeah, so it was good on me. It was not that great on her, but she was like really excited when she saw that lipstick. So yeah. And then I used a Fox and Cactus, like kind of emoji type girl to mark a boring day at work. And I got so bored that I started cleaning the office. Also, I was trying to figure out how to write on the bottom with this next to the coil, and it just didn't work. But I was cleaning up the office, and I used a Scribble Prints Co. girl to mark that. But yeah, I got so bored. I was like, I need something to do in this office. So I started cleaning the whole thing. And then I used a munchkin with like the head like kind of all jumbled a mess because I was rethinking parts of my life. I was rethinking a lot of stuff because boring day at work, all you can do is really think. So I was marking that for just so I know. I was rethinking parts of things in my life at that time. So yeah, moving on to Friday, I took a Magic Prints Co. film slate and filming script to mark that I did film a haul. And then I used a emoji to mark that I was full-blown sick. So this was peak sickness, unfortunately. I love peak sickness. It's just great when you can't breathe, you got the cough going on, you got all the medicine in your system. Yeah, it's great. I think at this point too, my coworkers were, or not my coworkers, I think it was my manager who was like, why the hell are you here? And I was like, because it's either that or I call out. And then there was like 4 other people who got sick around the same time I did. So then you would have no one. And he was like, okay, fine. So yeah, full-blown sick. My dog just left. I don't know where he's going. And then I used a money or dollar sign icon from the kit to mark that I had to go to the bank to put some money in. And then moving down, I used a, oh, now he's barking. Can you not? Dude, Okay, I used a foiled TV icon to mark that I had a Netflix binge. I get a little tired of using the same like character stickers, like laptop ones or anything like watching TV. So I did like to use icons every now and then. That way also I'm not using the same stickers over and over and over again. And then I used a munchkin to mark that I made some pizza, and it was some bomb pizza too. I always like whenever I like mark food in my planner, you know it was good because I don't mark food in my planner very often. That or I just have nothing to do that day. But yeah, it was some great pizza. And then after that, I put down a anxiety girl from Fox Cactus. It's the little pastel haired girl. She, like I said, is my favorite, but I had so much anxiety going to work that day, and just in general, the amount of anxiety that I've been having lately isn't as fun. But I'm depends on the day you ask me, honestly, but I'm working on handling it and stuff like that. So I wrote down so much anxiety, and then I used a like angry, it's technically an angry munchkin, but it had a shut up at the bottom of it, so I like cut off the shut up. But I put that to mark that I couldn't get my brain to shut off because my brain just overloads itself and it just keeps thinking and just not, it doesn't end well for me. So that's also partially why I can't sleep half the time, because I can't get my brain to shut off, unfortunately. But yeah, I used the little munchkin to mark that, and that is it for Friday. And we're sitting here again. See, this is what happens when I don't like pre-watch the fast forward part of this before I do the voiceover, because now I don't know why I'm just sitting here. There we go. I probably should have cut that out, but it's okay. We're just going to talk over it, and you guys are just going to keep hearing me ramble on and on and on and on and on. Always rambling. Always rambling. Moving on to Saturday. So I have the work label down, obviously. I then put down a bill due for the Simply Gilded subscription. Technically, it wasn't a bill due, but I did want to mark it. I do mark them as bill due. I did the same thing with my Scribble Prints Co. subscription, just because like it's a automatic payment that gets taken out, and I just like to know when it is. My dog needs to stop barking. I then used a like stethoscope icon from Scribble Prints Co. to mark that I needed to buy more cough drops, because I went through all of my cough drops, so I had to buy some more, and I didn't know what exactly to like use to mark that, so I just used a little foiled stethoscope. And then moving down, oh my god, okay, so I think you guys will be seeing this haul hopefully soon. I have a haul coming that's a couple of like orders from like Coffee Monsters Co. and like this paper milk and stuff like that. So I got these tea munchkins. When I was sick, I drank so much tea, like no joke, so much tea. Like that was all I drank. Like I'm a coffee person, but when I'm sick, I go straight to tea. I'm like, I need all the tea. And the medicine ball from Starbucks is so good. I don't know, like some places don't have it because they discontinued the sorry, that was my computer. They discontinued the peach tranquility, and I was so sad, but the medicine ball is so good. But anyway, I bought like a whole sheet of tea like emojis, and they are perfect. So I used a tea emoji to mark that I drank all of the tea, and then I used an angry munchkin to mark that I moved into the anger stage. I go through stages of emotions. So I was originally in the emotional stage, then I moved into the anger stage, which the anger stage is just me essentially like being pissed off and just like, which it sounds bad. I'm not like, I promise I'm not bipolar. I'm not anything like that. I go through waves of different things. I'm a Cancer, so I have a lot of emotions, unfortunately, and it's just different stages and how I handle them. So I did that. I then used a boba tea to mark a Bobatopia with Danielle, and a emoji to mark that I was awake all night, which is not a big surprise. Moving on to Sunday. So first thing I did was I used a phone icon from Scribble Prints Co. to mark that I called scheduling, because I did call out this day because I was feeling so bad. I didn't sleep the night before, and I was just feeling really, really sick. So I called out that day. I then used a lolly and pop to mark that I slept all day, literally slept all day. I woke up, called out of my shift, went back to sleep for like another like 3 hours, and then I used an emoji with some tissues. Okay, so I thought this was perfect. So it's an emoji with tissues and it's crying, and I thought it was perfect to mark that I ran out of tissues, because I did run out of tissues, and that's like the worst thing when you're sick, because you're like, well, now what? Now I'm stuck. So yeah, I did that. And then I put down a half box and a little like Christmas movie marathon emoji to mark a Christmas movie marathon, because what else am I going to do when I'm home sick, not feeling good, and sleeping for the majority of the day and being in bed all day? So we had a Christmas movie marathon, and even if this was before Thanksgiving, I didn't really care. I was going to watch all the Christmas movies, and now that I realize it was before Christmas, or not Christmas, it was before Thanksgiving. I don't know. I needed all of the movies. And then I used a Fox and Cactus video games girl to mark that I played The Sims. And then last but not least, I used a Munchkin to mark that I was researching tattoos. So I'm excited because I'm planning on getting a tattoo, and I will be 100% honest with you guys. My whole entire life, I never planned on getting a tattoo. I was one of those, like, the person in my family who was never going to get one. My parents are against them, but my brother and my sister both have one, and I was going to be that person who was like, no, I'll never get a tattoo. Like, I don't want one. Like, they're not, like, a thing that I've ever considered getting. And over time, I was like, okay, I kind of really want to get a tattoo. So I was researching a lot of tattoos. I found one that I like, and if I do finally get one, I will let you guys know what it is. I'm going to get it on my collarbone. My dog is still barking. But yeah, so I was researching some tattoos, and I'm so excited for it. Like, I'm so excited. I think my sister's getting me like money towards the tattoo for Christmas, and I'm so excited. So yeah, that was it for Sunday. I'm really hoping you can't hear my dog in the background. If you can, I'm so sorry. But I'm putting down all of the deco now. There was actually a decent amount of deco in this kit, and it wasn't that big, so I was actually able to use a lot of it. And sometimes Glam Planner deco can be a little too big and over the top, so it was nice to be able to actually use it. So that is actually everything, I think, for this plan with me. I think I am doing a wiggle. Yeah, we're going to do a wiggle first before we flip through what's left in the kits. But I wanted to thank you guys so much for the support on my last video. I know that it's kind of hard to hear people talk about it, and everyone has different mental health and everyone has different problems in their lives, and that isn't even the whole entire story. There's a lot to it. There's a lot more that's happening in my life, but I wanted to thank you guys for those of you who supported me and were nice enough to talk to me about it and leave a comment on my video. Thank you guys so much for all of that, and also for being here through my little hiatus that I'm having. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys supporting me still, and more videos are coming, I promise. But that is going to be everything for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and leave me a comment down below if you would like, and I will see you guys in another video very, very soon. Bye, guys!